Hello and welcome to Almost Solitaire and yet another replay of Commands and Colors Ancients game. I will be playing a scenario from the Spartans expansion again, which I have done the last few times, and this time we will play a scenario called Sepeia, which was fought 494 BC. So again we're seeing the Spartans fighting the Argives, and this battle is taking place about 50 years later than Thyreatis, or the Battle of the Champions. If you watched my last video, that was that scenario. So this is 50 years later. And in Thyreatis, the last scenario, the Spartans, managed to rout the Argives pretty bad. So also in history, so they are getting a kind of the upper hand in this epic struggle between these cities, Sparta and Argos. And actually, we are reaching a kind of a climax here in this struggle. Because the Spartan king, Cleomenes I, had gotten some advice from the Oracle of Delphi, telling him that the city of Argos, located up here in the scenario, could now be taken by the Spartans. So he did gather his army, marched up there, but instead of attacking it through the land route, which would be from the southwest, he chose to cross the bay south of Argos and landed on the southeastern shores. I think it was because he got some bad omens about crossing a river on the path to Argos from his natural land route to that city. So anyway, the Argives marched out with their army to meet the Spartans as usual, and they met here in Sepeia, which is I think it was a small settlement outside of another small town called Tyros or Tirintha, and in the vicinity of Sepeia there was this sacred grove of Argos. That's in that vicinity where the Argives took up their defensive position. So what happened is that both armies camped here. No one really took action. The Argives were pretty much mirroring the Spartan movements just to keep up, and even to the detail of when the Spartans camp and had their meals, the Argives also had their meals. And this is an important thing in this battle, or how it was told, because as Cleomenes did see that the Argives just did mirror their movement and actions, he decided to play a trick. And one evening, when the Spartans officially did order to settle down for the evening meal, the Argives heard of it and did the same. But instead, there were a secret order spread out in the Spartan camp to grab their arms and attack when the Argives were occupied with their evening meal. And so it happened. So the Spartans did surprise attack. The Argives were indeed taken by surprise, suffered heavy casualties, and retreated, or more or less fled, into this sacred grove here. And the Spartans did follow up, surrounded the grove, but the Argives refused to come out and meet them. So eventually Cleomenes gave the order to burn down the grove, and the Argives were killed by the fire, or killed when they fled out, by thousands actually. And what happened then was that the Spartans again turned their attention towards Argos, because that was the initial plan, to conquer that city once and for all. And when they reached it, of course there were no men or warriors left to defend the city, because they were already killed around that sacred grove of Argos. So a woman there named Fetesilla had to order out the women and children of the town to the city walls to defend it against the upcoming battle or assault from the Spartans. So initially the Spartans did actually attack, and by not too far I think they realized, okay, there's only women and children up on the walls and there's no honoring in killing those. So they actually gave up the assault, turned back and marched home again. So that's a quick recap of what happened, from what I have read at least. And for this scenario, it's a kind of compressed thing, right? It's two different actions on the same map here. So first we have this battle at Sepeia, around the sacred grove, and then we have the second action at the walled city of Argos, which is actually a few kilometers away from the sacred grove. So that is what I mean by the compressed map here. It's located a bit close here, kind of. Anyway, I think this will be a fun battle to play. I mean, there are so much things happening here, and we have some terrain also. And just to take a look at the War Council, we have the Argives with 5 command cards and the Spartans with 6. And if you're familiar with my house rules, you know that I will deal the Spartan 3 cards and the Argives 2 for this battle. The Spartans will move first. And then we have a bunch of special rules here. We have this sacred grove thing here that I mentioned. So, and here's a funny thing, because both sides will gain 1 victory banner for every 2 Argive units that occupy the hexes. So both will kind of benefit of having the Argives there. So this could have some impact in the tactical play if you want to gain a victory banner or not at a certain point. You could just, as an Argive player, move out or move in troops there to modify the banner count for both sides actually. And that's, I think, will be interesting. But then we have this thing. An Argive unit in the forest hex will require 2 orders to move and battle when ordered by a section command card. So you need to use 2 orders to move 1 unit, basically. But that's not applicable on the tactic command cards, so only section cards. Try to remember that. We have the hoplite infantry rule in effect, and both sides mediums are only hoplites here. Argos is a scalable walled city, so these hexes can be entered. Of course, they're already occupied by these women and children here, which is these light units here, of course. And then the last one, okay, that's what the last one says. The light infantry units represent the women and children. So, and these may not, and the leader also, Fetisilla, they may not leave the city, so they are stuck here, just defenders of Argos. So that's what we have, and here's the setup. And I think we can take a quick look before we start just on the forces. So here we have Fetisilla with her women and children army defending the town or the city on the walls there. Here we have the grove in the background, and we have some kind of spread out disorganized units here. On the flanks we have some lights, auxiliary. Then we have the hoplite center here with 2 leaders, and on the other hand flank we have a real kind of big ranged section here. We have both bow units and some slingers too. You know, they have a range of 3, so they can already reach the Spartan lines here with fire. As for the Spartans, we have also some lights on the flanks. We have auxiliaries and we have slingers here too. These guys are not yet in range. On this side we have basically the same setting. We have auxiliaries and the slingers here, and here the slingers can actually answer the fire from the Argives if they want to. We have also some auxiliaries in the second line here, boosting morale, I think. And in the center, here's the Spartan Iron Fist. We have these special 5-block hoplite units here, 3 of them, and then 2 allied hoplite units here and 1 here. So the center is the, as I said, the Iron Fist for the Spartans here. And for a short battle plan, well, I think for the Spartans it's as usual. They want to just knock out the Argives as fast as possible, getting those guys into battle and hit hard. They also have a slight numerical advantage here. So I think they just want to get in and get their hands dirty. As for the Argives, I was thinking of what to do with these guys. I mean, the forest hex of the sacred grove there, I mean, one idea would be to more or less retreat into there already in the beginning, because we know what's coming here, and this will be like hit by a train when they reach the line. So I was thinking maybe retreat the guys back there to take defensive positions already in the woods, because then they fight with less dice on both sides, but that could lessen the casualties. And just hope for some good cards to be able to hit back at some points, and then with a little luck win the battle by that. But it feels wrong in some way, you know, to retreat the hoplites back to a non-hoplite terrain, so to speak. They want to be on the open. So I think I will not do that, not completely, but what I want to do is to get, I think I want to retreat, but keep on the plains here, at least with the hoplites, if I get a chance. And for the light units, I try to get back to the forest as soon as possible, because for them it's a great benefit being in the forest. They can fire with full strength out of there, but they can only be hit by ranged fire with 1 die, and also in close combat they are evening the odds evening out the odds against, I mean, hoplite units. You can only battle with 2 dice in or out there. So I think for the lights, the grove is the way to go. And keep the hoplites out and trying to hold their positions here. Maybe do some marching towards the city of Argos and taking positions there. I think that's what I want to do, to be honest. Maybe move 1 hoplite unit on that side of the grove and the rest here or something, I don't know. And then, yeah, I think that's the plan. These guys can just hold and hope that they don't have to see any action. Yeah, so by that I think we could start the game. Also note there are no mounted units in this battle at all. But the mounted cards can be used anyway, as we are playing with the hoplite units, you know. Well, there's one more thing I want to bring up, I think, and that's just how these scalable city walls work, because they have some special rules for them too. So a quick check in the rule book. To move up to such a wall, you need to start adjacent. Same to move out, you can only go to an adjacent hex from there. And moving there forces a unit to stop and may not move further that turn. Retreating or evading do not have to stop. They can go through those, funny enough. You can discard mounted units. Okay, and then we have the close combat. So battling in or out 2 dice in close combat. Defenders can disregard 1 sword symbol and 1 flag if they are attacked from an adjacent hex, meaning close combat, of course. A defending unit on scalable wall that cannot evade or elects not to evade will actually battle first. So defenders always battle first, like as if they had a first strike card. Unless they are attacking from a wall to a wall. For ranged combat, they can disregard 1 flag. And they block line of sight. So there are some special things here. If we get to that point that the Spartans actually will assault the walls, I'm not sure. We will see that. Maybe it will already end with a main fight. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so we fight until one side gains 6 banners. And by that, I think we are ready to start. Okay, so we have the Spartans as the first player. We have coordinated attack 1-1-1, and we have I am Spartacus. Okay, too early. A move, fire, move. Maybe not a bad start as a skirmish thingy here. The good thing is that light units, including auxilia, may move through a friendly unit when moving 2 hexes. So these guys in the rear we can actually already march up. They cannot though fire if they go 2 hexes, but we could get them in range already. Well, the other one would be to play this card. Now I think we start with the move, fire, move. Good skirmish start. And less than equal to command. So it's 6 units at the most. And I think we have 6 lights here on the battlefield. So I'll just go ahead and activate all of them. Like that. So we have some guys in ranged and some not. So, or actually there's only one unit. It's a slinger unit that's in range. So he will stay put and just fire. I'll move up. These guys 1 hex, meaning I can still fire with them. And where to go with that guy then? He's a bit in way there. I mean, if I move him there, he's in a way for my phalanx units that I would like to move forward quite soon. If I move him there, he will block the line of sight of my slingers. I don't want that. I think I may be just moving up one hex, and I flip up that unit just to show he cannot battle. Here we move up 1 hex, we can fire, 1 hex, we can fire, and just move up here for support. So that's it. Of course, we can move again later on. Okay, let's keep these guys activated because we can move them again. Gotta think about that. So let's start on this flank. So these guys didn't move, so that's 2 dice, and we hit on green symbols. Also, flags count, but we didn't get that. But we got 1 green, so we are already seeing the first casualty here. The Argyle bowmen are taking some hits here on their left flank. Let's continue with the Auxilia that could fire with javelins. It's 1 die. And that's a hit. So pretty hefty rain of missiles coming here. Let's see if they are as lucky here. So it starts with the slingers on that light unit. Nope. And then we have the Auxilia throwing the javelins. Nothing. So not as successful here. So now we can move on because we have another movement. I don't know, maybe maybe we could already marching up some. I mean, if I move these guys up here, start firing at these guys up here. We could just begin some, wearing those down bit by bit, or should I commit this to the main battle? I mean, if I move these guys here, they're in range to fire at the city and that flank yet. I think I'll do that. So, because I'm not afraid of being hit by anything really here. There's no cavalry or anything that can ride me down, so I can quite freely move out some parties to do some other work here. And then I move these guys here. Oops. Oh, come on. Like that. And these guys here. So we have 3 ranged units that can fire at those lights would they stay there the next turn. And on this flank, since those guys were pretty damaged now, I think I can dare to actually move up here. So these guys move up here. These guys move up. Oh, let's wait with those. Let's go with the slingers first so we can... doesn't matter. Let's go there. And where to go with Auxilia? I don't want to move there because then I'm in range of their hoplites. I don't want to be that, so I'd be a bit more cautious here and just move up that guy in support. So they support each other for 1 flag there, which I think is good. So that's it. Pretty much a skirmish start, but we are already seeing some movement and light units closing in on the Argive line here. So that's that. We hide the rack, draw a new card, and see what the Argives can do about it. Okay, they got the same one, move, fire, move, and a double time. Double time is 4 units linked and no ranged combat. I mean, this is two good cards now the Argives have in their hand. Should we just answer? The good thing with the move, fire move, is that we can get, you know, our battle plan with Argives to get the lights into the woods as soon as possible. We could get that now. We can first fire and then move towards the woods. I think that's a good thing. Only problem is that guy there. We need to move it away to be able to fire. Okay, so we play the move fire move here too, and we can activate 5 units. We have 4 light units that can move. We could activate 1 light unit there, but they are out of range because they did so cleverly deploy 3 hexes away there. Okay, so let's activate these guys then. Like that. Since these guys really cannot fire, I will just retreat them back to the grove. We have 1 unit there, still not triggering the victory banner. These guys will stay here, they want to fire before they start the retreat. These guys do the same, they will stay here and fire and then retreat. But these guys will actually already start the retreat into this wood hex. Like that. So we need to remember those will only fire with 1, 2 and 2. And that's it. So let's start the fire phase then. And we started slingers, so we can reach 3 hexes actually. Okay, so let's start with this guy anyway. So that's 1 die towards these auxilia there. Nothing. I could continue to move with that guy, so I'll leave him flipped down. Okay, so the question here is, those slingers, they could reach the main hoplite line already. Maybe I should take that opportunity when I can. So those will fire against that hoplite unit with the leader there. And that's 2 dice because they have not moved. And we got 1 hit and we got a retreat flag, which he can ignore thanks to the leader there. But anyway, we are getting some hits on the Spartan hoplites here, which is good for the Argive player. So we have another attack coming here. That's a light, it's 2 hex range, so we need to choose those auxilia or that auxilia. And I think I take the foremost auxilia. That's not supported, so I can, with a bit of luck, force him back. That's 2 dice. And 1 hit. Not bad actually. Quite good skirmishing going on here from, well, both sides actually. Okay, that was the fire phase. So now we can move again. I think I'll move that guy 1 hex there. These guys will now retreat back there. These guys... Oh, should I leave them there? I think I move them to safety more in the center, going there. And now we have 2 units in the grove. That means both sides will get immediately 1 victory banner here. Remember, for every 2 Argive units in the grove, both sides gain a victory banner. Okay, and then we will move in a third unit to the grove, and that's the light slingers. They're already running from the attacking Spartans. So that's it. We're seeing a kind of a hedgehog formation here forming up for the Argives. Okay, we discard the move 5 move. A good skirmishing opening from both sides here. We are equally matched in casualties. Draw them a new card, put it away, and see what the Argives can do then. Oh, sorry, the Spartans. So we still have these 2 cards from the last turn, and the new one is 2 units left. And still, this is a waste to play now, I'm sure, because I cannot reach too many units in combat. 2 left. Well, what could we do with that? We could start the attrition war against the city of Argos, and we could start moving up maybe that hoplite unit towards the center here. Or we just take 1 on each flank here, or section rather. Remember also, this isn't a tactical retreat getting cover, but for each unit activated here with a section card costs 2 activations. So I don't know if this is a good solution or not. Let's see. Anyway, Spartan turn now, so let's concentrate on that. I'm not sure what one I want to do here. I need to think for a minute. Well, the thing is, as I see it, that I could either, if I play this card, I could continue with the skirmish fights, or I could start moving up the hoplites, and I think I go for the latter. So I'll play the coordinated attack. I will activate that unit. I will activate that unit in the center, and on this side I'll go with this slightly reduced hoplite unit. So I just start moving them up now, like this and this. So now I have a few units in striking range. Of course, they're also in striking range of the Argives, but I think if they dare to attack, they are toast, because then I can reach with many units and attack them. So that's basically it. A slow march of the spear units here. Undo that and then see what the Argive response is. They have this double time and they have 3 in the center. Okay, so maybe I'll just retreat back to form a line here. So, well. Not sure. I think I want to play this card. And my thought was actually to retreat 1 hex with these units in front here, but they will not all be able to move backwards, so I just want to straighten the line somewhat. I think I'll do like this. I order these 3 guys. Could attack, but I will not. I will take it a bit easy here, so I'll move those guys sideways and actually move back these guys now. Now we are not in striking range here anymore, but knowing I have the double time, I could lash out if I want to and see an opportunity. So, okay, it was this card I played. 3 unit center, and that's it. I don't like the fact that these guys are alone here now. They are anyway not in striking range from too many units here, and the one that could get in close combat is a weakened Spartan auxiliary, or not auxiliary, allied hoplite unit. Anyway, that's it. I'll do like that. So we have the situation like this now. Not much combat happening here now, but the tension is building. It feels like the Spartans are, enveloping these guys here. Let's see if they can go with that plan or not. Okay, let's see. Spartans center, Spartacus 2 on the left. Two on the left. What could that be then? It could be these 2 guys moving up. We can throw 1 javelin each. We could move up, or we could fire with those guys with a attrition war here. I just remember something. When this guy took a casualty, I didn't do a leader check. I think I have to do that. Okay. Well, I got 1, but not enough. So that's fine. He's alive. So, and if I play in the center, I could start moving up these. Maybe that's the way. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll play 2 in the center, and I think I'll activate these guys. I move them so and like so, and now we have a gap here, which is not good in case we get a line command or something. But now we are really threatening that unit, so the Arga unit really needs to save that now, or he might be attacked. So that's it. 2 units there. We hide the cards, and we'll see what Arga can do about it. Double time and 2 on the right. The only okay, now they're a bit crippled here, because the only right hand card they have that's the city of Argos, and they cannot reach that slinger unit here. So this would basically be just discard to play this card. But we had a double time. I'm not sure I'm too happy with that either, because well, I could do an attack, of course, lash out here, now that we have formed. But I have a bad feeling about attacking the Spartans there, because they will hit back very hard, I believe. And I cannot use ranged combat with this card. I don't know. Well, one thing I'm thinking of now is, here's an isolated group of Spartan units. Maybe we could get a banner or 2 by that. We could activate that group with a double time. attack with the hoplites here. We could get a good attack on those auxiliaries there, and we could actually get the other guy down here and attack that reduced hoplite unit. And the good thing is that we would have a leader with us, so we could get a few good hits here actually. And then we could move up those slingers. The bow units I will not move up because they are too weak, but I could do a close combat with my slingers against his slingers there. He can evade. I don't like this. And if I activate here, I could attack this flank, but I'm a bit worried what will happen then. I mean, they have 3 hoplite units and some auxiliary here, so they can hit back so hard. Or should I just throw this and discard? But that's a lost turn then. Let's go. Let's be a bit aggressive. I play the double time and I will activate these guys. Actually these guys too, but I will not move them. And I will go forward with the slingers. This is a bit crazy, I know, but that's what's gonna happen. So we'll move those here. It's double time, remember. Those here, and the slingers will go down here. So it's a counterattack by the archives. We still have 2 units in the grove, meaning we keep those banners. And alright, then we battle. And I will start with those guys, with the leader, attacking his auxiliary with 4 dice. And remember, we have a leader with us, so it could get some good hits here. Well, we got only one actually. Only one hit by that sword symbol. We got a flag, but I think he will opt to stay because he's supported and he can now hit back with 3. Okay, that was not what I was looking for, to be honest. And they hit back hard. 2 hits. Auxiliary, tough there. So that was an assault just being stopped in the starting blocks, so to speak. So I was thinking of attacking down here, but I think I'll attack the auxiliary instead. Or should I? I could get some hits there and with a bit of luck finish him off with an attack by the slingers. Yeah, I'll do that. So these guys will now attack the auxiliary. I'm not happy with this, to be honest, but this is how it's gonna be. You got 2 hits on those guys, and they will of course hit back again with 3. By the way, I did forget the leader check again. I don't need to do that. No, it's okay. Now we do that auxiliary repulse here. Ah, well, he was focused battling on that side, so he didn't inflict any damage here though. So now, here's the reason why I brought this guy up. If there would be any remnants left here, I could attack with these guys, and that's exactly what I want to do. So these slingers are attacking the auxilia with 2 dice. We don't hit with the sword symbols, but we have the leader adjacent. We will hit with that symbol. We need 1 hit. And we got it. Great. So we got that guy. We got our second archive banner. And we could momentum advance into here, but I don't see the benefit of doing so, so I will stay put here. And that was the double time. Well, I was hoping to, with the first attack, force him to retreat or something, because then I could momentum advance and do another combat, but, well, this is how it goes when there's dice to be thrown. We grab another card for the archives. They are though in the lead, remember that. I fear a bit what will happen now. So what do we have? We have light troops, the Spartacus card, and 2 here for the Spartans. And I don't see really anything. We could play the Spartacus card already, perhaps. We could get some good hits here. And here actually. Maybe here as well, but if I play the light troops, we could start attrition war, we could move up the auxilia again, start throwing javelins, and on this flank, well, we have these 2 left, being lights. We could go back with, I mean, remember we have this plus, sorry, the light troop option this was, so I could dare to do an attack there and try to get 2 hits there with 3 dice. That's not impossible, I'd say. I don't know. Maybe we should anyway. I think I'm a bit tempted to use a Spartacus card already. Oh, it's between these 2 cards now. Well. We need to roll some blues and some green symbols to get that going, because we could have 3 hoplites in range for that attack. Yeah, let's play the Spartacus now. So we will roll 6 dice. We're looking for blues and greens, and we also look for the leader symbols I get, because that's any unit or leader. Yeah. So let's see. And they get a +1 in the attack. Okay, reds, flags, and these guys are out. This was actually quite a bad roll. We can only activate 2 units. But it's better than nothing, I guess. Crap. Okay, so we activate those guys. With a bit of luck I can get the momentum advance going anyway. And we activate that guy too, I think. So I will now move these guys sideways and then move these guys up. And here's a dilemma. In which order to attack now? Because if I attack with those guys, I risk that these guys retreat away, and then these guys don't have any target left. The thing is that I would like to attack with these first, because if I get these guys to run away, I can momentum battle that guy too. But these are 4 blocks, so they might be hard to... I cannot probably not kill them, but I could get them running because they have no support. Maybe I'll go with that. So I'll attack with the leader unit, hoping to get in retreat. The only problem is that these guys will not have any target, so it's a bit of waste, this card. But I get that bonus die anyway for the Spartacus card, so I will attack with 5 dice with the leader unit here. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's 2 hits and nothing more. So they are standing firm there, fighting back with 4 dice. This could actually be quite dangerous now. Okay, they got 1 hit. 1 down. We still have 2 blocks here. And we need to check the leader for casualties. Nope. That's that. And kind of luckily we still have one unit left to attack those archives, and that's 5 dice again because of the Spartacus card. And we need 2 hits, right? We hit with leader symbols as well, so that's a hit and that's a hit, and that's what we were looking for. So 2 down, that archive hoplite unit is eliminated, and we gain a banner by that. And should I advance? I think not. I want to keep the line as intact as possible. I'm always hoping for getting those line command cards, you know. So I will stay put. I'm still in striking range for that wear down unit there. But anyway, I was hoping to get some lights also with this Spartacus card, but that's what's happened. So when you draw the Spartacus card, you need to reshuffle the deck. I will do that now and then draw a new card for the Spartan player. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, the deck is reshuffled. I've drawn the Spartans a new card, and let's play the Argyle turn before we upload this video. So 2 here, bad card as they don't have any real good units to activate there, and they got these heavy troops, and of course there are no heavies here, so not good at all for the Argives. A bad hand. So I guess we're gonna play this card and we can activate 1 unit of our choice, and who will that be then? I could be a bit desperate, activating that reduced unit, just go forward, attack that guy, hoping to kill him off, maybe also getting the head of that leader there too. That would give me 2 banners, and then maybe do another attack here somewhere. Then in the next turn I know that guy would be lost. But I think an exchange is pretty good for the Argives now. You know, I can move in guys to the if I'm in the lead in banners, I could move guys to the grove, and by that getting some extra banners and maybe win by that actually. So I will do that. I will do a desperate plan. I will move up these guys. They will battle, and they will battle these guys down to 2. So I only need 2 hits to get that banner. I got 2 hits, blue and the sword. So these guys are actually eliminated. Good roll. So we got our 3rd banner by that. And let's see what happens with that Spartan leader. With a bit of luck we get yet another banner. Nope, he can evade. He could evade out from the map. That means he would not, or the Argive will not get a banner for him, but I want this guy in play. So I'll just go out here, out of reach of that Argive unit, so he cannot momentum advance and attack me again. But the thing is, these guys will momentum advance and attack again, and now we have 2 choices, the auxiliary or the mediums, and I will go for the mediums because I want to damage them on their dangerous units as much as possible, because before I go down. Oops, getting excited here. So second attack by these guys. They are rushing into the Spartan lines, killing off that weakened unit, and attack those guys in the flank. Let's see what happens. Badang! And we got 2 hits. Not bad at all. Of course, they will now hit back, and that could be real dangerous. and they got 2 hits. The Argive units are eliminated. So also the Spartans would now get their 3rd banner, and they could get their 4th banner if we roll a leader symbol here. No? So the leader will take his mount right back to the slingers here and take command of those guys. Alright, that was the heavy troops card. So let's hide the Argive card rack, give them another card, and I think I'll stop here and upload this video. Even match, 3-3 so far. One of the banners are harvested by, on both sides, by those 2 Argive units there. They can regulate these by moving in or out troops to the grove. That would be more relevant to do when we reach the end of the game, I guess. But let's see. Anyway, we've seen some pretty heavy action already. Argives first taken by surprise by some skirmish attacks, but they hit back with their own skirmish units, and a good exchange there on the lights. And then we see the Spartans slowly marching forward. Argives getting a bit desperate, launching an attack on the left, dealing some damage indeed, killing off that auxiliary unit and also killing off a hoplite, severely reducing another hoplite here, but they paid a hefty price for that. They have lost 2 hoplite units there now. So let's see. I think this still is in Spartan favor, but they have a strong concentration of units there left. I think those guys need to be retreating as soon as possible, or they will be hit hard. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you come back for part 2. Thanks and bye.